Okay. At this point, we will now extend the privilege of the floor. If there's anyone who cares to address the council, if you please go to the microphone right in the middle there and give your name and address, and we'll go from there. Yes.
My name is Marta Lamon, and I reside at 124 Ward Street. I guess I'm the lucky one who lives next door to Mr. Martin Moot at 126 Ward Street for 19 years. I know each and every one of you know the history and are aware of the home, how it is just depleted and it keeps going downhill each year. Over the years, my husband and I have made numerous phone conversations with city officials regarding this property. They always tell me it's in the works, be a few more months, don't worry, something's going to happen. I've been promised by every politician that has come to my home for signatures, whether it be mayor, city council, legislators, and they tell me this property will be on my first agenda. A few months ago, Mr. Todd DeMar from the fire department stopped by during the spring inspection for the Watertown Fire Department. He just shook his head. He told my husband and I that we need to rattle some cages. I told him we've complained numerous times. I said no one could have rattled the cages more than a former neighbor, Charles Brox, who resided at 128 Ward Street. Mr. Brox has since moved to Florida, but he's still a summer resident here in New York State. He stops by each summer, he shakes his head and just says, this wouldn't have ever been put up with in any city in the state of Florida. We've observed raccoons, mice running up and down Venetian blinds inside the home for the 19 years I've lived there. I've observed garbage, perishable food items in all of his vehicles, such as grocery bags filled with food items, chicken, pot roast, and they're covered with mold and maggots. And all the vehicles are infested with flies. Each year, Mr. Moot goes to each vehicle. Every day he grabs a slice of bread out of each of these vehicles or a muffin and consumes it. The garbage is filled sky high in his home and in his garage. The garage is also infested with squirrels and pigeons. They go in and out numerous times of the day through the holes in the garage ceiling. The trash has never been put out unless the city is after him. The city has been up there a few times in the last few weeks, so the vehicles are now empty. No trash has been put out or recyclables. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. Dirty water has been pumping out 24/7 into his backyard for many years. I take it this is sewage. We can no longer have the windows in our home open on the side facing Mr. Moot's house because of the odor. Each day I get up and I clean pigeon debris and clean our furniture and our deck and pick up numerous trash droppings from squirrels, such as empty peanut butter jars, ramen noodles, anything that he or the squirrels have picked up since you have he's removed the trash out of his vehicles, and now he's storing them either in his backyard or on the front porch. We've put some money into our house recently and we can't enjoy it, but our assessments have gone up. I don't feel I should have to pay any taxes. You should be paying my taxes for me living next door to this man. If any of you would like to care to come over and sit on my back deck or front porch and observe what I see every day, smell what I smell every day, you're more than welcome to. A few weeks ago, the neighbors on Ward Street submitted a notarized complaint. Still nothing's been done. So I've been advised to go a step further, come here tonight and see if there's anything else that can be done.
Well, thank you, first of all. And I'm sure the council shares my view that this is an unusual and vexing situation that's been going on for some 20 years, to my recollection. As far as the current status of any legal action, I'll defer to Mr. Sly if he has an update.
Thank you. Ms. Lamon, you signed an affidavit for city court, correct?
Along with many others.
Right. And we obtained an order to show cause like 2 days later in city court. It just hasn't been publicized. Not that it wasn't a public proceeding, but it just wasn't picked up on. And under the terms of the order to show cause, I think that, and this is why his cars have been cleaned up. I haven't handled it, my partner did. You might have even met with him. But he had 2 weeks to show cause why we shouldn't be permitted to come in and inspect, and I think that 2 weeks runs this week.
Sean McWayne and his gentleman were there.
He had 2 weeks to show cause why we shouldn't be permitted to come in and inspect, and I think that 2 weeks runs this week.
Sean McWayne and his gentleman were there today, and Mr. Moot was a no-show.
Okay. Well,
That's correct, and we're in court trying to get a administrative search warrant at this point in time, based on the no-show today.
Well,
we have, as we have done twice before in Supreme Court, we've been successful in getting in, and we have been successful in city court as well.
he hasn't been cleaned out in 13 years, and he walks the streets and picks up every trash. So can you imagine, with him not putting out trash, what that house is going to look like? I'm sorry. My final word is shame on all of you. We, the residents of Ward Street, should not have to come up here and tell us how to do your job. I have to live with this every day. And now Mr. Moot has threatened my husband and I yesterday. A complaint was filed with the city police, with Mr. Rafferty, if you want to check on that.
Well, you should, absolutely, if somebody threatens you.
I'm done.
All right.
Anybody else?